So, we have a new Call of Duty game coming out this year. It's called Call of Duty Black Ops 6, even though we never had a Black Ops 5. And don't tell me Cold War was Black Ops 5. If it was Black Ops 5, it would have been called Black Ops 5, but it was not. It was not. It was called Black Ops Cold War. So despite my anger over the stupid title, we do have a new Call of Duty game, and I have to be honest here. I have to be completely honest with you guys. It looks fucking great. Now, I'm a big Call of Duty fan. Let me give you some context before you're like, who's this weirdo? He's not a Call of Duty YouTuber. What does he have the right to talk about COD? I played Call of Duty all my life. Since Call of Duty 1, I've played every single one as they've come out. I used to be a Call of Duty YouTuber back in the day. I did little trick shotting on Black Ops 2 and MW3, and I was pretty damn good at it. I used to play competitive COD. I did a lot of Call of Duty stuff. I've played every single game for hundreds of hours. I am a big Call of Duty guy. It's part of my life. But unfortunately, Call of Duty has been dying. Outside of Warzone, which is big and great and keeping Call of Duty alive, Modern Warfare 3 sucked, Modern Warfare 2 sucked, Vanguard and Cold War were just kind of bumming out games, Modern Warfare 2019 was pretty good, but that's already 5 years ago. So what's next? Now we have this big Treyarch game, Black Ops 6, and there's something special about this game that I want to pitch to you, and it's why the title of this video is why Black Ops 6 can save Call of Duty, and it's because each game that we've gotten over the last 5 years has kind of had a weird development cycle. So we had Modern Warfare 2019, the last game that had like a full development cycle, but then right after that we had Black Ops Cold War. If you don't know the story of Call of Duty 2020, it was originally supposed to be developed by Sledgehammer Games and be a big Vietnam era COD game, but the game was such a disaster apparently, such an absolute travesty that they had Treyarch jump in and develop a brand new game in a very short period of time. They had about 1 year to develop Cold War, and that's why that game felt like kind of half an experience. And then Sledgehammer went away and they spent 1 year developing Call of Duty Vanguard, and another game that, although I enjoyed personally, it felt like kind of half an experience. It was not a full COD experience. And then MW2 came out and it was a fully developed COD. They had 3 years to make that game, but it just ended up shitting the bed. It's one of, if not the worst Call of Duty game ever. And of course, Modern Warfare 3 is a glorified DLC to Modern Warfare 2 that they made us all pay $70 for. What a disgrace. Now, Black Ops 6 has been in development since 2020. That means 4 full years. This is the longest development cycle in the history of COD and the longest one we've gotten since 2019 with Modern Warfare. That means this game has a lot more going for it. It's going to be bigger than anything we've gotten in years, and my expectation is this is the game that can save COD. It could also kill COD if it ends up sucking, because who knows what's coming in the years following this. So I want to talk about some stuff. First off, the campaign of this game looks very, very interesting. I'm glad to see Treyarch is investing heavily into the campaign of this game. It takes place during the Gulf War and follows this United States that's kind of crippled and on the brink of war with Saddam Hussein's Iraq. And it's going to be kind of this controversial conspiracy story where you play as the Black Ops team led by Woods, who's in his wheelchair. Thank God we're keeping continuity from Black Ops 2. Wish this was a sequel to that game. I mean, come on. And it appears that Adler is on the run and might be the villain here, and you're doing some weird stuff and the government's turned on you, and it's kind of like a typical Mission Impossible type story. It looks like a big, gigantic Call of Duty campaign, something that these guys are really good at when they decide to put in some effort. When they put in some effort, we get some of the best stories, some of the best campaigns in gaming, and this looks like it's going to be one of the better Call of Duty campaigns we've gotten in a very long time. It looks awesome. And then we got some glimpses of multiplayer and gameplay, which is of course what everybody cares about. The gameplay of this game looks similar to the Modern Warfare gameplay, right? It's similar, it's using the same engine, but it definitely looks revamped and newer than, say, what Modern Warfare 3 is. It's definitely a new game, it's not a DLC. So let's start with movement. Something they've put a lot of focus on is this new thing called Omni Movement. This thing in this game to make Call of Duty faster. They want to make the gameplay faster to avoid camping and make the game more fun for experienced players and people that are not so much experienced players. So how do you do that? First things first, sprinting. You can now sprint in every direction. Usually in every Call of Duty game ever, you can only sprint forward. Now you can sprint backwards, side to side, forward, wherever you want to go. That's great. Diving and sliding. You can now dive and slide in any direction. You want to dive to the side, to the back, any way you want to go, you can dive in all those directions. That's great. It feels like Max Payne. It allows more freedom and more of a skill gap between players. Players that understand and learn how to use those movements better will have an advantage over players that don't. And that's great. It rewards being good at the game, which is something Call of Duty has avoided doing over the last few years. It punishes you for being good at the game. And if you're somebody who's not experienced with any of these movements and don't want to press the buttons, they've now put in systems in the game, menu items, where you could put on automatic movements. So if you have no idea how to do the movement system, you could put on all these sliders and just run towards a wall. It'll automatically mantle. It'll automatically slide. That's stuff that I'm not going to use because I'm I'm a good gamer? Get good, bro? Like, come on. That's a cool little system that allows it for that everybody can experience the fun of having that insane movement in this game. This game is also going to release with 16 maps, new maps, not remade maps, which I think 4 years of development, I would like more than 16. You're gonna have 12 regular maps and then 4 maps that are made for 2v2 gunfight, but something they said is that those 2v2 maps are actually gonna be included on the 6v6 playlist, which is great. That means fun, fast-paced, Nuketown-like combat, awesome, and prestiging. They brought prestiging back. My god, why did they ever take prestiging out of these games? One of the things that really made me want to grind Call of Duty for years and years is the prestige system. You rank up to 55, you prestige, you do it again, and you just feel this satisfaction of going into a lobby and being the highest prestige. Getting the game a week into launch being like prestige 6, and everybody knowing that you don't have a life, you don't have a girlfriend, and nobody loves you. It's a beautiful thing. Finally, after years of them taking that system out for some stupid live servicey reason, they've brought it back. This game will be launching with 10 prestiges, and then a master prestige system, and that's all I wanted. That will give me a reason to keep playing and grinding the game instead of playing it for a week, ranking up to 55, and never touching it again, which is what I've done for the last couple years. We also got a glimpse at zombies. It's going to be a big, massive zombies experience. Call of Duty has been slacking on zombies for about 5 years now. This is going to be a big experience with 2 gigantic maps. It's going to be round-based. It's going to be the Dark Ether story, which is the regular zombie story. We didn't get to see too much of it, but it looks big. It looks like one of the maps is going to take place on an awesome oil rig. Something else I would like that we didn't get in Cold War is hopefully we will have original characters in the zombies mode, that you're not playing as operatives. You're playing as original voice characters that actually have a story to tell. That would be awesome. Why did they ever take that out? And overall, this game just looks really good. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. The multiplayer, everything they said that they made changes to in the multiplayer all seem positive. Faster movement, new maps, the actual gameplay that we've seen, that we got glimpses of, looks fun. It looks engaging. You can customize your mini-map, put it anywhere on your HUD. You want to put your mini-map up there, put it down there, put it right there in the middle of the screen. As big as you want, as small as you want, that's great. These are little changes, but they make a big difference. Bringing back prestiging is a big difference coming from a little change, and that's all we've really wanted in COD. We want the classic COD experience with little changes. Now, the one thing they did not say in this event is they did not mention the fact that Call of Duty is going to be taking out skill-based matchmaking, which means they're not going to be taking out skill-based matchmaking, which means this game is still going to be shit. It's my biggest fear. Listen, all you have to do, take out skill-based matchmaking, put in region-based matchmaking, Call of Duty will be perfect. Instead, they're going to continue punishing people for being good at the game and putting us in the sweatiest lobbies on God's green earth, because their mindset is if everybody in the lobby is going 50-50, you know, 10 and 10, 20 and 20, everybody's having a good time. That's not how it works. It means everybody's miserable. It's stupid. Take out skill-based matchmaking. But I'm excited for this game. I'm very excited to get my hands on it when the beta comes out in a couple months. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Do you guys think Black Ops 6 will save Call of Duty? I don't know. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more, turn on notifications. I post every single day. I'll see you guys in the next one.